Yeah, I thought it was collectively, we had a lot of guys step up. Spencer obviously was big off the bench. I thought Shabazz did a heck of a job. Ed always solid, and then Rhodey was kind of like the wild card. He came in and gave us a big boost with his activity.
What's been the toughest part for your team in the second half of back-to-backs so far?
It's just getting over the hump, and it's physical, it's mental. I just think it's something we got to get over. I think we need a breakthrough. Good time to start would be tonight.
With the back-to-backs, there's always this image, or I guess, or storyline that the older teams suffer, on the back end of back-to-backs. But for a young team like yours, is it more mental than it is physical? Just learning how to take care of your body and recover in those kind of situations?
Yeah, Brian, I don't have the solution, obviously, because we haven't won one of them, so I have no idea. But no, I think we obviously pay a lot of attention to our performance side and our recovery and all that, so that's part of it. But I would probably say the mental plays a bigger role than we think, and just being focused. I feel like in past back-to-backs, we were down a little physically, but our mental focus wasn't there. So breakdown in coverages, stuff we normally don't do. You see creep up on back-to-backs. So listen, I think that's next step for our team to be able to be resilient enough to play well in these back-to-backs.
And how is Rondé?
Rondé's in. He's in. He's ready to roll.
And so the rest of the lineup, does it stay the same as it did?
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to make some decisions. Obviously, add another player in the mix. We got some guys. A guy will probably have to be cut out. Just don't love to play 11. I'm not saying it's definite, but prefer to play 10 guys.
What do you hope to see out of D'Angelo Russell as he goes up against an elite defender like Patrick Beverly?
Yeah, he's going to get pressured, so that's what Patrick does, and we're going to help him. First of all, whether it's coming up and setting a ball screen in the backcourt, he's going to try to deny him. So hopefully we can give him some things that'll help him. But I think D'Angelo's good when he's aggressive early and attacking the rim early. And I go for all of our guards. Caris is like that. I think Spencer's like that. When we're getting to the rim, when we're getting downhill, that should be our first intention. Rather than kind of, I don't love when we kind of wait the game out and see what's going on. So you meet aggressiveness by being aggressive.
As you try some different things with lineups without Caris, or the things you tried on Friday that were a little bit different that you saw that you liked?
Yeah, like what I saw. We do some minor tweaks, and we'll see. Again, it's one game. We have to be careful, but definitely, change some things up, not radically, but continue to see that tonight, and then we'll see going forward.
With Tobias Harris, his numbers are up again. How have you seen him develop as an opposing player in the last couple of years?
Just keeps getting better. That's one thing about Tobias. He just keeps getting better. Not dramatic growth in 1 year, it's just incremental and improving every year. He's improved his catch and shoot game. He's obviously he's one of these fours that can do a lot of things. He's a pick and roll player. Handles it to him a ton of pick and roll tonight, which causes teams problems. So just a lot of respect for the improvement he's made as from his first years in Orlando.
Joe Harris has been absolutely elite shooting off screens this year, and you're calling more plays for Brooklyn this season than anything in the conference. Can you speak to the effectiveness of this play type?
Yeah, I think you scheme things for your players, what their strengths are. And Joe has steadily improved. Coming off screens. I think we're second or third in the league in off-ball screens. So we like to play pick and roll, but I think we do a ton of off-ball screening, and it fits our personnel. So that's Joe. I think that's Alan Crabb. Our shooters. Even Damari when he's at the wing, we like to run a ton of off-ball screens, and then obviously we're a high volume pick and roll team too. So those are kind of the two things we like to marry. And I like our balance right now there.
How unique is a player like Lou Williams and his embracing the six-man role and having the success he's had coming off the bench in his career?
Unbelievable. Like, watching him, I just think he keeps getting better. It's like, how is this possible? I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league. I've always thought that. He's a basketball savant, and he has a subtleness. He has a subtle athleticism, but really it's his feel for the game. It's superior. If I was a young player, I don't know if you can duplicate it or copy it. I was fortunate enough to be with Lou in Atlanta. He's really got a great feel for the game, great mind for the game, and like I said, underrated athlete. Like always comparison for him is like Sugar Ray Leonard. He's got like great feet. Like I don't know how the heck you teach that. I wish I could teach it, but he's just got phenomenal footwork and subtle, and all of a sudden he's gone. All of a sudden he's getting free for a shot. It's very impressed with the way he's playing again.
You had in Atlanta, what do you think it takes for someone to evolve into that role of just being able to thrive as a sixth man?
Yeah, no, he's found his niche, and I'm not sure I appreciated him enough when we were in Atlanta, me personally, and I thought he was a heck of a player, but it was hard to find where he fit. And listen, I give Doc a ton of credit, because that's part of a coach's job. Find a niche for an excellent player. Now he has this niche, and he's off to the races. He's in a great role. And like I said, for us tonight, you're putting on the whiteboard who we have to, who we have to slow down. It's Lou Williams. Obviously Tobias is really good. They got other good players, but Lou is kind of the X factor to me.
Kenny, the Clippers obviously flew across the country to get here. And there's been a lot of studying the last couple of years about sleep and behavioral patterns of rest and stuff like that with travel. When you guys were on the road, do you have an instituted social media or like nighttime policy of how you want your guys acting in the hotel and stuff like that?
No, we have protocols in place, and I think it's important, and I think it's become more important. We talk about it. We present tips to our players. I'm not going to give you the particular tips, but it's definitely, since I've been in the league, you never address that stuff, and now it's on top of the priority list how we're traveling, whether we're staying over or not staying over, when guys are going to sleep on the plane, when we're scheduling practice the next day after a long trip. It's a big piece to this. The 82-game puzzle that we're all still trying to figure out.
Everyone, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.